Hare Krishna.
Happy Kamika Ekadashi, everyone. Happy Ekadashi.
Happy Ekadashi.
So today we wanted to share doing the Brahma Samhita shlokas that children have been learning. Ek do hafte se log it's been, how long have you been started learning the Brahma Samhita?
Since
No, just 2 weeks. It's been 2 or 3 weeks. And then, so they've learned a few shlokas. We just wanted to share that with you today since it's Ekadashi. And then we wanted to share how we learn the shlokas as well for anyone interested in doing it. It's quite easy. Maybe we spend 5 minutes a day. How long do we spend on it?
You say 5 minutes, I think it's 15.
Oh, he thinks it's 15 minutes, but actually it's more like 2 minutes.
No, 15. 15.
Okay. All right. So, which ones are we doing today?
The Brahma Samhita.
Brahma Samhita, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Ow!
What is the Brahma Samhita, guys?
It's the shloka that Brahma said to Krishna when he stole the cowboys. He stole the cowboys and he thought that he thought Krishna's that little boy can't be the Supreme Lord. He's just a cowboy.
Right. तो लॉर्ड ब्रह्मा सोच रहे थे कि ये छोटा बच्चा तो भगवान नहीं हो सकते, तो उन्होंने क्या किया? उन्होंने सारे भगवान के सारे मित्र सब ग्वाल वाल और गायों को चुरा लिया.
He tested them.
He wanted to test Lord Krishna कि सचमुच ये ही भगवान है, कैसे हो सकते हैं? Then what happened, Adi?
And then he stole the cowboys. And
Yeah.
but then Krishna, he made new cowboys, but those cowboys look nicer because he transformed himself into how many cowboys there were, and he just made the other people.
So Brahma took the coward boys and he went away.
To his.
And then Krishna expanded himself into every single. He made a copy of himself of every coward boy, and then he went back home.
Yeah,
So-
भगवान
And then-
स्वयं
and then-
सारे ग्वाल वाल के रूप बन गए
And
और
then that actually happened for a year because
1 year. Okay.
1 year because in Brahma's place
thinking about
in Brahma's place
in his world.
in
Brahma
time is much slower.
Yeah.
So it was about like a few seconds or a few minutes.
Yeah, he just थोड़े समय के लिए गए थे ब्रह्मा जी, लेकिन उनके ब्रह्मलोक में टाइम ऑब्वियसली बहुत धीरे-धीरे जाता है, तो जब वापस आए तब 1 पूरा साल निकल गया था.
Yeah, so as soon as he looked back, Krishna was playing with the cowboys and it had been about a year.
Yeah, wonderful. Adi, so should we do it? Anything else?
Yeah. So for a whole year, Krishna was all the coward boys, and then Brahma, when he came back, should I get a little bit closer? When Lord Brahma came back,
Turn around.
he got really confused because he saw all these coward boys and he thought, wait, I thought I just stole them. So he looked again back in his place and he saw that they were there. And then he looked again back here. So he realized that there were 2 copies. And because Lord Brahma is the creator in this universe, normally he understands everything. But the fact that he got really confused, he thought, well, what's going on? So that's part 1. And then what happened in part 2? How did he get more confused?
But when he went down, I forgot.
So then he started noticing that many other Brahmas came
Oh yeah.
to Krishna. In fact, that's the last bit.
Yeah.
The next bit he saw was
And the cowboys on.
They were all very good. They're all Vishnus.
so every coward boy turned into another copy of Lord Vishnu.
4-armed form. तो मतलब जब ब्रह्मा जी ने देखा कि एक्चुअली ये सारे ग्वाल वाल कैसे फिर से कैसे आ गए, क्योंकि एक मैं ही करता हूँ, मैं ही I'm the only creator that I know of making these human beings as such. So he got confused, and then when he looked again and he saw that Lord Krishna had become all the coward boys, and Lord Krishna showed his 4-armed form.
And he recognized that form because he knew that Lord Vishnu is the Supreme
वो
Lord.
उनको पता था, लेकिन ये छोटा बच्चा ये वो मानने को तैयार नहीं थे.
And
And
Vishnu.
And then lots of other Brahmas came, and then he got even more confused. And then he said, "No, I'm the only Brahma. Who are all of these other
और
Brahmas?"
भी मतलब
Because he's only the Brahma for his universe.
some of Brahma has 4 heads, but the other Brahmas, some of them,
had 2 heads, 3 heads.
some of them had 1,000,000 heads,
Oh my
10,000
goodness.
heads.
सिर्फ चतुर्भुज ब्रह्मा सिर्फ हमारे यूनिवर्स में है, लेकिन उन्होंने देखा कि इतने सारे ब्रह्मा हैं कि सबके अलग अलग रूप हैं, तो वो एकदम भयभीत हो गए एक्चुअली, और चौंक गए कि ये कैसे हो सकता है। फिर उनको समझ में आया कि ये मेरे से बहुत बड़ी भूल हो गई। Then what did he do when he realized he made a big mistake?
Then
he also saw all the universes coming out from Krishna as well, and that confused him as well. So
then he went, and then he realized that Krishna was
the supreme person.
Yeah.
Then what did he do after that? Then he went and to say sorry. He said the shloka that we're about to say.
Right.
But he said, we're only gonna say like.
Yeah, there's obviously पूरा ब्रह्म संहिता तो बहुत लंबा है, लेकिन ये भगवान के लिए प्रार्थना जब ब्रह्मा जी ने फिर prayers ये गाए prayers, ब्रह्मा संहिता prayers to Lord Krishna. So आज इन्होंने 2-3 हफ्ते पहले शुरू किया ये prayers सीखना, तो आज थोड़ा share करेंगे आपके साथ. Come, sit. Adi, can you sit front? I can't see you. Right, so shall we start? We start with the first Ishvara, right? Okay.
So we're going to do what, 7 shlokas?
We've only learned 7, so yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Ishvara Paramaha Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigraha Radhe Radhe Govindaha Sarvakarana Karanam Chintamani Prakara Sadma Sukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vedeshu Suradeva Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Anantam Aravinda Dalaya Daksham Varhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Adola Chandra Kalasadvanamaya Vamshi Ratnangadam Pranayakeli Kalavilasam Shyamam Tribhanga Lalitam Niyatam Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Viddimanti Pashyanti Panti Karayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmay Sadujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabham Atma Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Pantastu Koti Varasavatsara Sampragamyo Vayo Rathapi Manaso Muni Pungavanam Sopya Vichintya Tattve Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Sora Chaitam Jagadandakotim Rasti Jaganda Jayaya Dantaha Andantarasta Saramanu Chayantarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So that's what we've got so far.
Yeah.
Shri Shri Radha Govinda ki. Can you tell us so the main
yeah, what does that mean?
The main
line?
I worship the original person, Lord Govinda.
Govindam, and then it describes different qualities in all the different shlokas.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to show you the board of which what we're learning, how we learn the shlokas.
This is the last verse that we did.
मतलब board पे लगा दिया है, मतलब English और Sanskrit.
Yeah.
And then what were you saying, Bill?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that you can see in red we've written the Sanskrit, and then in green we've written the English. And then after a while, you kind of get used to some words.
Yeah.
Because some words,
Like
Purusha. Yeah, it's on
You know,
me.
I said.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So also we just wanted to show a few of the books that we are reading. Let me just move that up. Yeah, exercising. Maybe Baba can help you.
Come right there. Come.
So how long do we actually spend a day, Raman, doing the shloka? Let's be honest.
Okay, at least 10 minutes.
10 minutes, maybe. If on a good day, maybe we spend 10 minutes, but usually it's about 5 minutes.
No.
And one shloka takes about 3 days. We go over it.
Yeah. So like 2 days, well one day for the Sanskrit, and then the second day if we have the Sanskrit, like if we know the Sanskrit, then we start the English, and then the third day
We know it. तो एक्चुअली टाइम ज्यादा नहीं लगता उसमें, मतलब मेरे हिसाब से सिर्फ 5 मिनट ये लोग करते हैं, इनके हिसाब से 10 मिनट लगता होगा.
No, it is 10.
Okay, maybe 10. लेकिन तीसरे दिन तक लिटरली अपने आप श्लोक आ जाते हैं. ये छोटे छोटे श्लोक नहीं है, लंबे वाले हैं, फिर भी बहुत आसान है, क्योंकि साथ में अगर हम उनके साथ दोहराएं तो तुरंत they pick it up. And it's really important that they learn how to pronounce the Sanskrit sounds, right? It's nice because then you get used to it.
Yeah, because some words they're in quite a few shlokas.
Yeah, so then it becomes familiar. और कैसे मतलब utter करना, यहाँ पर तो सिर्फ English
and then also helps in the meaning, because like we know one word like kotim.
Kotim means
a million.
Millions. What does sahasra mean? Hundreds. Yeah, actually it also means thousands. Sahasra means thousands. Shata. What does shata mean?
Shata means
What does shata mean?
1 million.
100. You want the fast one. Raman, Adi, can you find him the fast one?
What's the first one?
I don't know what he wants. Can you go help him?
Fast motorbike.
Oh, the fast motorbike. Yeah, Adi Bhai will give it to you. So we wanted to show you some of the some of the books that are very child friendly.
This one, me, my mom, and Adi read every night before we go to bed.
Yeah.
This one's the one that we read mainly.
Yeah.
And we're on, I think.
We just wanted to show it's from Om Kids, and the really great part, इसमें बहुत सरल भाषा में पूरी महाभारत कही गई है, और इसमें photos.
It has lots of photos, and then
nice illustrated photos, so they love it. They love like all the.
And then I was reading more about from where.
Should I just really quickly show them the other books?
Yeah.
So this is a 4-part volume of the Krishna book. तो सारा जो दशम स्कंद के जितने भी भगवान श्री कृष्ण के लीलाएं हैं वृंदावन में, ब्रज में, द्वारका में, ये सारे बहुत सरल भाषा में, also again with pictures, just for children, very very brief stories, so that they can become used to the actual, the leela of the Lord. This is by Parvati Mataji in Vrindavan, and it's a 4-part series. You can get it online as well. This other one is by Om Kids publication. I've also seen it online. And the last one that we want to show you is...
It's a really nice one.
Can I just show the front? You can tell them what. Called Srimad Bhagavatam. ये obviously भागवत महापुराण का संक्षिप्त बच्चों के लिए है. इसमें भी बहुत मतलब 1-2 pages में पूरा chapter दिया गया, और फिर lots of activity.
What it has is it has the story. So it's like you did it all 3 pages.
We can't see it. Just put it. Yeah, so it's just got 2 or 3 stories. I mean pages of story.
And then
loads of.
And then I have lots of questions about it and lots of activities.
हाँ, बहुत सारे activities, बच्चों के लिए fun activities, poems or games. तो इस हिसाब से मतलब भागवत बहुत fun. It's very fun for the children, and they love doing it. Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Rob.
That's it.
Yeah, what is that one? Critical thinking, activities. What
Behind
is
the
it?
book.
Yeah. Okay, so did you want to...
Oh yeah, look. He has key messages, character descriptions, understanding the story, action activities,
Yeah.
critical thinking, and
ये थोड़े बड़े बच्चों के लिए, लेकिन it's got lots of critical thinking and analysis and word games and so lots of fun things. Should we really briefly tell them? Adi, you wanna be part of the storytelling? So we've reached the point of Draupadi marries.
No, Bhima. A bit past that.
Okay.
We went. Arjun went in exile. Yeah, exile.
Oh, we finished that part as well. So let's just briefly tell the story of how Draupadi ended up marrying all 5 of the Pandavas.
So first the Pandavas were living like Brahmanas because Duryodhana tried to kill them, but that didn't.
हाँ, दुर्योधन ब्राह्मण पांडवों को मारना चाहता था, पर लेकिन उनका
so that didn't work. And
that didn't work.
So then they didn't want Duryodhana to know they were alive, so they
were hiding.
They were hiding, and then then they went to.
Well, why didn't they just go and attack Duryodhana? Like, why didn't they confront him?
Because.
Good point. Why didn't they do that? Because I think from the description it was given that they didn't have proof necessarily against Duryodhana, so they wanted to wait until they got their plan together and find out exactly how to tackle him, because nobody else knew. Nobody knew that Duryodhana.
And also because Dhritarashtra
was still king. Yes, very good point. So they had no other support because Dhritarashtra was still. Yeah,
he was still acting.
Yudhishthir was just about to become crowned prince, but uske pehle hi Duryodhana ne ye matlab plan banaya. Adi, can you please not do that? It's moving. Can you sit down? Okay. Adi. So they were in hiding. They were pretending to be brahmanas, and
then they went to this place called Panchala.
Oh yeah, Panchal. Yeah, they went to Panchal.
And then they were still living like Brahmins. But then
they were pretending to be Brahmins.
There was
There was
a Swayamvar.
a big Swayamvar. What's a Swayamvar?
It's where it's a competition where lots of like princes and kings and maybe sometimes Brahmanas.
Show that.
Maybe sometimes Brahmanas come and
Our Brahmanas generally they don't generally take part, but they come to witness it. So they had come there just to witness it and be a part of it, but obviously, so then what happened?
Then the swayamvar was what you had to take the bow. It was first of all it was really heavy.
Very
then
heavy.
you had
कोई
to
उठा ही
tie
नहीं सकता था. इतना heavy bow था.
And then you had to tie it up, tie the bow.
You had to string the bow.
And then you had to get the arrow and shoot at, and there was a fish, a moving fish.
Yeah.
You have to shoot. You have to shoot it. But you couldn't look at the fish. You had to look at
the
pot
reflection, pot of oil. Matlab, yeah, you all know the story. So it's so difficult. Could anybody do it?
No.
Everybody tried.
No, except for Karna, because Karna could easily do it. But
he was one of the best warriors.
But then everyone said he's the son of a charioteer, so he can't.
Yeah, no, because Karna was obviously an orphan in the beginning, and then he got adopted. He was an adopted child. Kiसी को पता नहीं था कि Karna actually कौन थे तो.
But no one knew that he was adopted.
Yeah. So then what happened? What did Draupadi say? Ooh.
Then she wouldn't marry the son of a charioteer.
Yeah, उन्होंने बोला मैं ये रथ charioteer के बच्चे के बेटे को से शादी नहीं करूँगी.
So then
द्रौपदी ने insult कर दिया कर्ण का. अरे बाप रे. फिर क्या हुआ?
And then when Arjuna tried, everyone
well, first they were like, you can't do it. You're a Brahmin. What are you doing it? क्योंकि वो मतलब disguise में थे. So then, but then everyone said, well, let's just let him try. He looks really strong and he looks like he can do it. Then.
So then he actually did it easily.
Yeah.
But then they said that was just luck. So then he had another try, and then he actually pierced the arrow so the other arrow.
So he did it once. एक बार उसने एकदम निशाने से मतलब पक्का निशाना हुआ.
And then the second time
He pierced through that first arrow. It was so spot on, so amazing.
And he still got the fish.
And he got, of course, second. So he did it again. So just to prove that it wasn't luck, it was real. So then, why did Draupadi agree to marry a Brahmana? She was very happy to marry him. Then what happened?
Oh yeah, but before that, Draupadi's father Drupad, he said he wished that she could marry Arjun because he had made a deal. And when he was in school with his friend Dronacharya.
Oh yeah, Drupad and Dronacharya. बहुत पहले बहुत मित्र थे.
Drupad said that he would give lots of like land and good fortune to.
Let me go close this door.
He said that he'd give lots of good land and fortune to Dronacharya.
उन्होंने बोला था उसको मदद करेंगे. Promise किया था उन्होंने.
Then when he didn't do that, Dronacharya got
insult कर दिया Drupad का. I mean Dronacharya.
And then Dronacharya was the one who actually taught Arjun and the
Pandavas everything.
So then if Arjun had married Draupadi, then he would be safe.
Right. So Drupad बहुत उनकी इच्छा थी कि काश ये स्वयंवर में अर्जुन आ सकते, लेकिन किसी को पता ही नहीं था कि अर्जुन वो जो ब्राह्मण डिस्गाइज में थे वो अर्जुन थे. किसी को एक्चुअली ये ध्यान में नहीं था क्योंकि बैक इन द डे सोशल मीडिया तो था नहीं. किसी को पता ही नहीं था कि अर्जुन कैसे दिखते हैं, पांडव लोग कैसे दिखते हैं. तो मतलब दे हैड ओनली हर्ड कि इतना स्ट्रांग है, ऐसा है वैसा है. लेकिन जब एक्चुअली पांडव लोग आए स्वयंवर में तो सोचा शायद हो सकता है, लेकिन कोई दे डिडंट नो फॉर श्योर. सो जब ये ब्राह्मण जीत गया स्वयंवर, तब द्रुपद जी को फिर भी अंदर से ऐसे हो रहा था कि काश अर्जुन आए होते तो मेरा ये जो अब ये शत्रु है द्रोणाचार्य उसके साथ आई कुड हैव फॉट हिम एंड डिफीटेड हिम बिकॉज उसने मेरा इंसल्ट कर दिया. तो क्या हुआ? Then they got married. Well, he took her home.
No, he took her. They hadn't got married yet. Yeah. He took her home, and then he told his mother that she had bought some
alms means donations. ब्राह्मण लोग कैसे जीते हैं? ब्राह्मणों का ये कर्तव्य है कि वे सबसे दान मांग कर ही जो भी मिले, alms मतलब दक्षिणा की भिक्षा की तरह जो मिले वही खाना पीना और
So then she said, oh.
तो अर्जुन ने बोला कि आज मैं क्या भिक्षा में क्या लेकर आई हूँ, देखो मैया. उन्होंने सरप्राइज करने की कोशिश की अपने माता कुंती को. तो कुंती जी ने क्या बोल दिया?
She said she thought that they had brought some food, so she said, oh, share among you five. So they had
जो भी लाए हो पांचों के बीच बांट दो. देखे बगैर बोल दिया. उनको लगा कि भिक्षा लेकर आया है, कुछ बोल रहा है, कुछ बहुत अच्छा भिक्षा मिला. उसने थोड़ी मजाक में बोल दिया कि मैया आज देखो मैं क्या भिक्षा लेकर आया हूँ. तो अब मैया ने बोल दिया तो अब तो फॉलो करना ही पड़े. They had to, right?
Yeah.
So the point, the whole lesson of this entire लीला was that कि माँ बाप का जो भी बोला हुआ, माता पिता का जो भी बोला हुआ सत्य होना ही चाहिए. मतलब अब बच्चों का ये कर्तव्य बनता है कि माता पिता जो भी बोले उसका पालन करना ही है. तो उससे सबसे ज्यादा आशीर्वाद और benedictions मिलते हैं. और हम so they had to follow it. Then what happened?
And then they
could never make the
then Krishna
words
came
of the
into
false.
the room.
Oh yeah.
And then Krishna came to the room and said Draupadi was like it was supposed to happen because in Draupadi's last life Draupadi prayed to Lord Shiva and she said she wants a husband. So she said she wants a husband with these 5 qualities. She said she wants a husband with that is patient.
Patient?
She wants a husband that is honest.
Honest?
She wants a husband that is good at archery.
Good at archery.
She wants a husband that is strong.
Very strong.
And she wants a husband that is good looking.
Good looking. तो मतलब द्रौपदी ने अपने पिछले जन्म में 1 मिनट भगवान शिव मतलब पिछले जन्म ने भगवान शिव से मांगा था कि प्लीज भगवान जी मुझे ऐसा पति चाहिए जो इन 5 गुणों से संपूर्ण है. लेकिन उसने जैसे बोला द्रौपदी ने मुझे ऐसा पति चाहिए जो बहुत ही पेशेंट हो, जो बहुत दिखने में बहुत खूबसूरत हो, जो एकदम शक्तिशाली बलवान हो और जो एक बिल्कुल सत्यवादी हो. जो हमेशा सत्य बोलता हो, लेकिन उसने जैसे बोला ऐसा लग रहा था कि 5 अलग-अलग लोगों की बात कर रहे हैं.
So she said it like she wants 5 husbands. So that she was.
Unfortunately, the way she worded it was that I want a husband that's like this, like this, like this. That it became as if she was saying
she wants a husband like this. She wants a husband like this. She wants a husband like this. So it was like she said
5 different husbands. So it was a bit of a mistake. But obviously Shivji ne tathastu bol diya. Lord Shiva granted the boon, and it ended up being 5 different men, because you can't actually have, right? Well, you can, but it would be hard to find one person who has all of those qualities. So to make it true, she ended up. So Lord Krishna came into the room after this whole, after Mother Kunti said you must share it, and then the Pandavas were like, that's not what was meant to happen. And then they all got a bit worried. How are we going to do this? How are we going to share our wife?
Because you could have 2 wives, but you could have more than 1 wife then, but you couldn't have more than 1 husband.
Yeah, it's immoral. It's not right. I mean, now you can't even have more than 1 wife. So it's time, place, and circumstance. It's immoral now to have more than 1 wife, and back in the day, it was okay to have more than 1 wife, but it was not okay to have more than 1 husband for whatever reason. Times change, so it's okay. Right now, so Lord Krishna said, it's okay, now your mother has said this, we have to make it true. So he explained the backstory of what happened, why.
And then, but while that was while that conversation was happening, Draupadi's brother,
Drishtadumna.
Yeah. He saw that the Pandavas with Draupadi going to their.
He was suspicious. उसको पता था दाल में कुछ काला है. ये 5 भाइयों इतने वीर, इतने बड़े योद्धा लग रहे हैं. मतलब ये ब्राह्मण तो हो ही नहीं सकते. तो वो मतलब he followed them back to their hut.
So he hid in their chambers and listened.
And he's listening.
And then when he went back to go tell his father, Drupad didn't accept that. So
he was like, अच्छा, मतलब दृष्टद्युम्न ने जाके अपने पिताजी को बोला कि मेरे हिसाब से ये बिल्कुल पांडव लोग हैं, ये ब्राह्मण नहीं है, ये क्षत्रिय है, और आप बहुत खुशी से मतलब अब you can be rest assured कि your wish has come true.
So what?
You wanted her to marry Arjun, and actually she is now with Arjun.
So, but he didn't know for sure, so he tested the Pandavas.
Oh, the test.
He brought the Pandavas to his house, and then when the Pandavas came in, they felt.
तो मतलब द्रुपद जी को टेस्ट करना था कि ये सच्ची में पांडव है या नहीं, मतलब क्षत्रिय है या ब्राह्मण है. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उनको घर पे बुलाया प्रसाद पाने के लिए, खाने के लिए. उनको आमंत्रित किया, और फिर बाद में थोड़ा टेस्टिंग किया. What did they do?
So they felt normal already in the palace, but
so he was noticing. द्रौपदी जी नोटिस कर रहे थे कि ये लोग ब्राह्मण लोग हैं, तो ये कैसे बर्ताव करेंगे जब पैलेस जब महल के अंदर आएंगे. और उन्होंने then what did he do? What else?
Then he set 3 tables up.
3
one
tables.
Was a really simple one, like that brahmanas would use. One was a normal one that normal.
Yeah, like normal people would use.
Well, and one was a really royal one, which like people in palaces would use.
Full of gold. So one was made out of wood, very simple for brahmanas. And then one was made out of like a normal, nice marble, and then one was made out of gold, like full of royalty for. And obviously, naturally, पांडव लोग ने एकदम naturally जाकर वो मतलब जो royalty वाला था उस पे जाके बैठ गए. और जब महल के अंदर आए थे बिल्कुल आराम से टहल रहे थे महल के अंदर, उनको बिल्कुल ऐसा अजीब नहीं लग रहा था. तो द्रुपद को पता चल गया ये लोग ब्राह्मण नहीं हैं, ये लोग मतलब royalty है.
And then there was one more test.
One more test was.
So he put out 2 sets of things. Two sets of decorations. One was really cool weapons.
Really nice
and
weaponry.
One was like,
amazing stuff you don't find anywhere.
And one was stuff you don't find anywhere but books.
Books, really amazing books he put up. So he noticed that all the Pandavas kept looking at the weapons and noticing, wow, these weapons are so cool. They were not interested in the books. So मतलब उनको confirmation मिल गया. Whoops, go get a plate. Oh, पूरा टूट गया. Go get a plate. So he knew that these guys are definitely, and also they were eating so much. They were not eating a little bit. They just kept eating to their fill. So these are लक्षण, ब्राह्मणों के लक्षण और क्षत्रियों के लक्षण अलग होते हैं. और उस हिसाब से उनको पता चल गया कि ये लोग definitely ब्राह्मण नहीं है. So he was very happy. Then he just asked them straight up. उन्होंने सामने से पूछ लिया है ना?
Yeah.
क्या, are you guys really Brahmins or are you Kshatriyas?
Kshatriyas.
And then what did he say? What did Yudhishthir Maharaj ne fir bola ki? Yeah. Anyway, this is getting to be a long live video.
Anyway, so
We can share more on this later. But thank you so much for watching.
thank you.
What's your name, buddy?
Raman.
He's Raman Rai. How old are you?
9. 9, but I'm going to turn 10.
He's gonna turn 10 soon.
In
And they
September.
love story time. Alright, Adi? How old are you?
6.
You're 6. इसका बर्थडे अभी गया 6 साल का है. और मतलब शाम को जब हम स्टोरी टाइम करते हैं तो इनको इतना मजा आता है क्योंकि it's, you know, their imagination as children, it's already really vivid, and when you tell them these amazing stories filled with such wonderful value-based education is so important because it builds character. और ऐसा शिक्षण बाहर नहीं मिलेगा. तो हमारे you know, माता पिता होने का कर्तव्य यही है कि हम उनको समझाएं कि हमारी हिस्ट्री हमारा क्या है. This is और इस इन स्टोरीज के माध्यम से हम उन्हें समझा सके कि कैरेक्टर कैसा होना चाहिए. You know, when you hear about how righteous Yudhishthir Maharaj is and how loving and kind Bhim. Remember how Bhim carried his whole family?
He carried his whole family on
on his shoulders. All 6 of them, he carried them. And
two of them on his hips.
2 on the hips.
On the shoulders.
2 on the shoulders. Like so filled with love, and how they served Mother Kunti and how they looked after each other. It's such a beautiful, wonderful story to tell. So I just wanted to share that it's doable. We read nowadays. We read for a whole hour because they don't let me put the book down. They get no, keep reading. But even if it's just 10 minutes, they would. Oh, does Haridev have something to say? Haridev, do you want to do the shloka? No. Okay. All right.
I got a fast.
Hare Krishna. Have a wonderful Ekadashi.
This is a beautiful.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.